Welcome back to some Dwarf Fortress. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel. This is episode, part 14 of our Dwarf Fortress series of the Fated Swords Fortress. So we're going to dive right in. One of the things we want to do this episode is bust into that second cavern officially. I believe we should have that first bridge connected, and then I will make sure. Let me zoom out a little bit. Ooh, we got a visitor, human swordsman. We do want to set up another bridge right here, but we will bust in even before this one being finished, which is fine. I think I was waiting on shale blocks. Oh, I need one more. That's fine. I've got this linked up. So what we will do is we'll break into here. I believe, yep. That should be all set. Let's get that going along. I did want to double check on our kind of mining level over here. Let me zoom out a little bit again. Whoops. And this scroll wheel always gets me. I'm going to designate some stuff over here to also be auto mined, like that. Oh, gypsum. I really don't need the gypsum. Just want the jade. Get these pink termiles. Let's see, is that gypsum? Nope, that's perfect. Should be fairly good there. Ooh, we got tetrahedrite down here. We'll queue up to be dug through. And it doesn't look like there's anything else. Oh, maybe some more gems right there. Looks like some more lignite over here. Just gonna kind of click through here. Siderite, praise, lignite, more good stuff. More gems over here. Gypsum, gypsum, gypsum. I don't really need that gypsum. But it looks like we got some up here. Lignite. I don't want the gypsum, so I'll make sure I only designate just a couple of these, and once they start digging one, they'll get into the rest. And that should be good. We'll zoom back down to our bottom level, and looks like our miners are coming down here to dig this out. And while I have them over here, let's get them. Ooh. Dig that out. That way they kind of go into the mines themselves a little bit. Make this priority 3 so they can actually go in there. Native gold. Ooh, that's really good. Some more native gold. More native gold. Ooh. This will definitely bring some money to our fortress. I won't dig out all of it because I want to make sure that we don't increase their values too crazy much so quickly. Ooh, obsidian walls. This I'll keep an eye over here, just because I don't want them to dig into obsidian tube. Hopefully that should be good. Some sapphire. Looks like they've kind of started exploring over here. Let's get them down to this area also. Come down here. You can mine this. You can mine that. We got a petition. Yeah, you can come join the fortress. Misplaced stuff. Let us see. Oops. I want to click over here. So under creatures, under other, we'll scroll down. Oh, we got some blind cave ogres. See where you are exactly. So they're on our level, and it looks like they might be coming up towards us. So just to be safe, I will bring our main dwarven fortress or warriors down here to protect our dwarves. And I'm gonna also start setting up some traps. That way we can start protecting our guys when they're down here. Also capture some enemies. Hopefully we can get some new creatures into the fortress, because that'll be pretty cool if we can get some animals we can actually start training. The blind cave ogres are not one of those, unfortunately, but I will put a bunch of mechanisms along here, because this is, I'm assuming they'll kind of come down. Oh wow, hiccup. Come down here and they'll go down this hallway. And I'll also, just because I want to, I'm going to kind of clean up this area right here. That should be pretty good. Should be pretty good there. And we'll resume. Let's make sure these ogres aren't coming towards us. So I'm going to follow them. And let's just see what they're doing over here. So it looks like, yes, they are coming towards our mining dwarves. So I might have to undesignate these for the time being, just to make sure that they don't come wandering this, our dwarves don't come wandering this way right now. And let them continue on their track. We're good there. These dwarves should hopefully. Just keeping an eye on them. Let's see where our military dwarves are. Scroll down. It should be. Where are they? Yes, there we go. So they're kind of making their way down there. Almost there. And it's fine. We'll use them and they can actually defeat these couple blind cave ogres just to protect us. Ooh. Miner got webbed right there. That's fine. There's nothing attacking it, but just keep them. Ah. Whoops. Get that confirmed. Let's double check. Hopefully our dwarf didn't get hurt too much. Oh, our guy's doing some work to them. Good. I also want to make sure I take out this other one while I'm down here. Confirm that. Our other dwarf should rush over there. Looks like this guy's coming down here. My Hammer Lord. Check out this guy. You can see all the. I like to see this right here because it's just showing me, hey, nothing to attack. If I keep seeing this light blue stuff, it means I know my dwarf is perfectly fine. There we go. That cave ogre is taken out. And we are safe from them. Let's see. Oh, we got a voracious cave crawler. That's luckily on the other side, so I shouldn't have to worry about him crossing over quite yet. Give our dwarves that mining task to come over here and auto mine this, just so we can get a little bit more vision over here. And I want to keep worrying about setting up more traps. Hopefully our mechanics start working on that. There we go. These dwarves should be heading back up top to do some more training. And we might set up another military dwarf kind of area down further where they train down here, and it's just another really consistent, pretty much all the time training dwarves, just so that they're relatively close in case anything does happen to these guys, or anything does try to make it past our cages. We've got that all set up. Luckily, we're good right now, but if we do get a siege, or if we do get a Forgotten Beast, I will show how to work the burrow system. So the burrow system, in a sense, is saying, hey, you dwarves can only go in these certain areas. So what I'll do is I'll designate all our kind of main area up here to be kind of that, but I won't let them go. Oh, that's really cool. Let me finish my thought. But it looks like they got a new town near us. I can make it so that our dwarves don't go past this point ever, so they'll never cross over into this area. That allows us to close up these bridges. This needs to be designated to turn into fortifications while I'm over here. But that means our dwarves will not actually ever leave kind of where we want them to go. And that makes it so that if we got dwarves down in the mines, Forgotten Beast pops up, we can be like, hey, get back into the town, we'll activate that burrow, and they'll actually go back into the town area. Oh, it looks like we got obsidian. That's wet, not warm. So that might be like a water column. Interesting. For now, I'll leave that E and we'll continue. It looks like, ooh, star ruby cluster. I want to actually mine that, and I also want to actually get some of this obsidian. Should be safe from any kind of lava, it looks like. So we're good there. And we'll actually take a look at this new place that we have. New civilization based off of our prosperity. So what did that say again? Did I? Nope. A day's travel to the west has been conquered and now looks to our thriving economy for its future prosperity. Interesting. To the west. North, south, east, west was the name of that. Ah, right here. Dark Human Pits of Haste Seas. So this place is actually now linked to us economically. It is not of our kingdom. This is a new feature that's been added that looks like humans are now linked to our economy over here. So maybe they're the ones that are coming and doing those trades. I don't think we have any news other than this stuff up here, but that's really cool. We've got a new kind of a town that's economically linked to us. So we'll scroll out of there. Let's just come back here, take a look. Some cave blobs. Nothing for us to really worry about right now. Hopefully these guys are more on the docile side. That'd be interesting. That's a new mob I've never seen before. And once we get some traps set up, we should be able to hopefully capture anything that kind of starts wandering our direction. Got that all set up. We shouldn't have to worry about anything coming this direction, but I will set up just another couple traps down here. Just around this area. Maybe one here and one there. So our dwarves have a lot of work to do. Did they come over here? Yep, so they came, mined over here, showed us some more on this side of things. So it looks like we should be fairly good. It looks like there's a way to come down here. Let's get them to auto mine. I don't know, that native gold and this native gold. New petition. Oh, so our guild of steel now requires a guild hall. It's a stoneworker guild, so we can do that. We can approve that. We got some new migrants also. But first things first, we'll set up that guild hall. We got a nice big area over here. I know I was talking about setting up a tavern, but I think this would be a nice spot. I'll set up all the kind of guild halls over here. I'm not sure about this area. I might think about expanding this direction and expanding that direction. But for now, this should be a decent sized room for this other guild hall. So we'll create a meeting area. We'll do that. I made it so that there's that space in between so that there's no overlap in between these areas. Because I guess meeting areas, they don't like that. I believe it is a stone cutters guild. Let's stone worker hall. We'll get that. Let's check the value. It's only 300. But once we actually smooth out everything and engrave it, that should be increasing that value significantly. We got some more migrants coming in. We got 119 right now. I want to double check our places down here. We should have more beds made. Yep. Get more beds in here. Doesn't matter where they are. They're just kind of thrown in those rooms. I believe there was one I missed. Maybe on that level down here. Yep. This needs a new bed. And I will also designate some more rooms to be dug out down here. get these dwarves. Whoops, it's on auto, so I need to make sure I swap that back over to all. That way we can make sure each of our dwarves have those bedrooms, keep their happiness up. And these are huge bedrooms. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. These are pretty big bedrooms for dwarves. I'll make this hallway 3 wide. I like that idea. This floor can be slightly bigger. It's fine. And we'll get doorways into each one of these. Whoops. There we go. And we'll do the same down here. I might do that in between episodes, but for now we should be good. 4, 8, 16 on that floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Another 12 over here. 24, 40, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. And there's 6. That's 60 up top, up here. It's not including the ones we have down here, the 24 we have down here. Why am I blanking on the 16 down here? So that's 76. We got another, was that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, math. Let's see, 88, I believe. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 7, 8, 9, 100, 101, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 110, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we should have enough because dwarves should have partners that live in the same bedrooms. We can actually check that out by clicking through. Look at, see, these two are a couple, so they're living together. So once we get these bedrooms set up, we should have enough bedrooms for our dwarves. And those other ones will be, well, when we get more dwarves. I think usually it caps out around 200 is where it kind of starts getting to that point where we more have just kind of, was it babies that kind of expand our kingdom. For now, we're looking for more migrants in the future. We got some more merchants from the Naga place, I believe, are leaving. So we'll let them get out of our faces. We'll let this play along. I want to double check, keep an eye. These cave blobs are perfectly fine. I don't want my dwarves getting too close to the water because if they do fall in, they will drown. So both the companies of traders are leaving. And we're slowly but surely just expanding our kingdom, getting this all set up in case we get attacked. We got some traps already all set up down here. We got some cages that we need to get installed. I think we were starting to run low on cages. Yeah, we got 1, so let's set up another, I don't know, 30 cages. I don't know why I typed it up there. Wooden cage. We'll do right over here. 30. And we can actually make it so that these are more prioritized, so that this is the first thing he checks when he's going through his rounds. This is perfectly fine. Processed plants, I believe we want to make sure. Let's make sure we get that in there. And this one, well, you can milk animals, make cheese. We'll shear the animals, and we'll spin the thread. Get that cooking. Just make sure we stay on top of getting more out of our animals and such. I did create this kind of spot right here. It's going to be where we're going to have animals that we can train that are in cages, and hopefully we can get some so I can show that aspect. But currently, yeah, we don't have any wild animals. It'd be cool if we get this voracious cave crawler, but we don't have, as far as I can see, really any access to them right now. Maybe this connects over here. We can always dig a way to get over here, but I think we should be good. More beds made, and our dwarves are looking to be on the happier side. Good majority of them are. And there's our other dwarves leaving. Ooh, we should hopefully be getting some more shield blocks here soon. Got plenty there. We got more here. We've only got one dwarf working on this, but he is very much getting more some experience. They don't get the greatest amount of experience getting blocks, but if you want to level up your dwarves to start doing that first and then start making mason crafts later, you can get that so that you're making more masterpieces instead of having just generic mason things. I know we set this up. We had to kind of have generic stuff early on because we want to get that set up. But say you get a new dwarf and it's a mason and you want this mason to be trained. Like, I don't know, this blacksmith right here. We'll go with him. Him. You can actually designate, I believe, yep, only one dwarf to use this workshop, and you can do that in any workshop. So that one dwarf is the one stuck to doing that. So if I got a new dwarf, new mason, and I want to level him up, I'll have him sit here and work on this workshop, making shale blocks the whole time. We can also make it so that we add specific work orders for this shop, and then I can actually decrease the amount of work orders being allowed to this shop. So say I only want those shale blocks being made here and nothing else. When I ever add any work orders, I can come over here and be like, hey, I don't want any other work orders allowed here. I'm fine with them being added. I need more empty cages. We're slowly but surely getting that set. Oh, we got another tree we need to cut down over here. There we go. And once we build roofs over this, then we won't have to worry about more trees growing. A lot of this stuff I might filter so that I'm not getting so many notifications. And you can do that, I believe. Yep, sorry. Objects. Ooh. Recorders, laborers. Right here. Laborers, standing orders. Right here, yeah. Other job cancellations. But for now, I kind of want all this stuff just so I can keep track of that. Save other objects, that's perfectly fine. Everything there I've kind of gone through, and I might filter it out later, but we're good for now. Get this guy out here. More yak calves being made, so that is good for us. And later on, once we start getting a significant amount more, we'll actually designate it so that we'll slaughter some just to make sure that we have a full amount. You can see, okay, we need pigtail cloth. Well, we don't have any pigtails because it's autumn, so we should be getting some. But we probably need to step up our process plants operation. And maybe we have enough blocks for another row of this. 13, let's see. Should be closer to the top because this goes off a distance, so if I store all the stuff here, it should be relatively close to the top compared to if I want to do something down in the very bottom of the mines, it's going to be at the very bottom of the list because that's the distance. We'll let this truck along. Mason, what are you up to? You're drinking. Unhappy after being able to undo a craft in a while. That's fine. You're actually working on mechanic stuff, so if I need more mechanisms, you can do that. I believe. Ooh, let's see. Over here. Good. Interesting. This goes down pretty deep until we hit the water down there. Negative 46, while most of the other land on this cavern level is kind of around this negative 15, negative 16 area. That's fine. See, right here, it doesn't look like there's any kind of way to get down to this area. Ooh, It looks like one of our dwarves has given birth to a girl, a woodcutter over here. See, you're not part of a military squad. If they were part of a military squad, I'd probably take them out of that until they're done raising that child, because I do not want them going in battle with the baby. That is awesome. Some good memories, hopefully, that will be remembered. Hey, I had a baby child. Need cancels drink. We're starting to run a little low on drinks, but not too crazy far. We might need to get some more mugs made so that dwarves can use, so that dwarves have more of those. It looks like a lot of our shoes that and socks that we've been making over here, dwarves have been casting off their old ones and putting on new ones. And good, we got plenty of cat soap also. And that should also set up our, let me come up here to our, right here, our hospital area. This is a dinky little hospital area, but they should have, yep, the 5 soap they want. We just need that powder for the cast. I do believe I designate some bags to be made, but they might, yep, they might have already used those bags for other things. That's fine. Oh, we've still got more to make. Here we go. We're working through this. Crafts. Got that child in there. Pause this through. And now, yeah, we're just waiting on some new events, some new sieges to go through, so we can give a demonstration of how all of our stuff over here works. We have that arrow in here, so that if something comes, we can actually show how this works. Hopefully, we can get that. One of the things, hey, I want this prepare for fire. That means our dwarf will come down here and get onto this, and then when I want it to fire, I'll hit fire at will. But that's if a siege happens. For now, we should be good. And I'll just kind of keep an eye and see what's going on down here. Looks like some of the cave floor from the other levels are kind of coming down here also. These cave blobs aren't doing much over here. That's fine with me. Till after we set up all our traps, which I think we have all of our traps set up. Good. And we're starting to run a little low on fish. We got plenty of food, decent amount of drink. Let's see what we can do as far as maybe getting some more cooked up. Let's make it out of fruit. And then we can extract from plants. We're good there. We might have some slurry over here to be used. Yes, making the plant sheets. So we can actually start working on getting our library set up. So that's something we'll actually do this episode, is we'll bust into here and we'll get them to start digging out what's going to be our future library. I like this little aspect of the game very much. So we'll get them to start digging this out, and then we'll set up that library. One of the things we need to make sure we do for that is bookcases. And I'll just make it out of just normal, where's our, I believe we should be able to make it out of rocks. I don't know why it's not popping up there. Maybe we have to make it out of, right there, rock bookcase. If I click on this, and let's do something interesting. Let's make them, 40 is probably too much for now. After I make those, I'll kind of figure out what I want. Maybe petrified wood. We've only got 4. We got plenty of shale. I'll have all these bookcases be made out of the same stuff. Some granite bookcases. I like that idea. We'll make 20 granite bookcases for now, and maybe some more later. We'll look at here. We've got the meeting hall. It's about 600 now. We got to get up to 2,000. More yak calves being born. And once we get more blocks made, we will actually spread that out a little bit more. Oh, well, it looks like I do not remember agreeing to this, but I might have missed that. That might make some of our dwarves unhappy, but that petition will come up again, and we'll make one for them. Let's make another row of blocks over here. Once I get the roof set up, I'll take down the walls, I'll close this off, and I'll call it back good. And in between episodes, I will go through and I will give everyone labors. Maybe was it this? Right? No, you got that. Sect of waving. I thought we do have a temple. I didn't see any petitions for anything else along those lines. Our mining dwarves should be fairly busy. Yep. Over here, working away at what's going to be our library. Exciting stuff there. I love this aspect. That and the animals. Hopefully we can capture some. We got plenty of cage prisoners, but once we start getting some sieges, you'll see that just significantly go up. And we will set up probably an arena somewhere in our levels, most likely under our, where's this, our metalsmithing area. Ooh, one thing I need to double check here, because you want to try to stay on top of the stuff as much as possible. Let's see. I got plenty of iron. Holy cannoli. A lot of it. Oh, there's our copper bars. We got 19 steel bars. Maybe over here we can actually make that rose gold. Ah, I did see it. I scroll a little bit too quickly, but I need gold bars. Fortunately for rose gold, you can't just use ore. You have to make the bars first, and then you have to make the rose gold. But that's fine with me. We'll smelt some native gold over here. Oops. Electrum bars, that's fine. We'll go through and maybe do 4, 5, 6. That should be pretty good to make 6 rose gold bars, and that'll be sufficient enough to hopefully get them a rose gold armor stand. That should be more than sufficient to make just one of those. And I'm making extra just in case they need some more. Our mayor setup. One thing I will go through in between the episodes is I'll kind of go through each of the dwarves and I'll look at their personality and their preferences and figure out which dwarf I want to make as the leader of our faction. I'll kind of most likely go off of happiness and see, hey, you're a happy dwarf. Let's see what kind of stuff you like. That way we can get a nice benevolent leader. Purple dye, interesting. Jute fabric, large rat bone, backpacks. That's not too bad. Tin. But that's something I'll go in between episodes because usually when dwarves start requesting certain things, it goes off of their preferences, like the sea brick person. Let's find them. I believe it should be. Mayor has a unique color right here. They're conducting a meeting currently. You can see rose gold is one of their preferences. Native gold is too. Luckily we have that. Hemp fabric, we don't really have any hemp here. Short swords, which is good. Querns. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this person's not too bad as to have as a leader, considering we have pretty much all this stuff. Maybe not the cherry opals, but we can always request that. They might be a good person to actually have. They love a lot of this stuff, and one of the things we can do for some of our unhappy dwarves to help boost their happiness. Our only unhappy dwarf is this dwarven child. Been sleeping in a great bedroom. Let's see what kind of memories they have. Well, they they got some good memories here and there, but they did see some dead bodies, but they do learn stuff from there. So this person did learn to value tranquility after they saw that. But we can see over here, hey, this person likes single grain wheat beer, so we might make more of that, or consume cave lobsters. And one of the things we can do, because I do feel like we can do it right now, is we can actually set up a little spot for our dwarves to come down here and fish. I don't want it too far away from everything so they can quickly get back into the fortress, but this should be a nice spot to come down here and fish. So I'll come over here and I'll do fishing, and I want you guys to fish just right here. And I'll accept right there, and I can also come up here, and they should actually fish in the brook too. They might not be so happy because they couldn't get caught in the rain, or if they have cave sickness, they well, cave adaptation. When they come out here, they might start puking. That'll give them unhappy thoughts. I will move this animal training area, put it down here. Now I got a nice spot right here. That is for our dogs. That is one of the things I want to make sure I go through also is my pets and livestock. We got some dogs over here. We got the couple male hunting dogs up here. Those are the ones that are kind of what are they? There are guard dogs, I would call them. But we'll go off the names until we find, yeah, we got plenty of dogs. So I want a handful. I'll keep these 4 female dogs just as just normal ones. But we'll start saying, hey, you can be a war dog. You can be a war dog. You can be a hunting dog. Just in case, hey, if we get attacked, these dogs have some training, so they might be able to help defend a little bit more. So that's a really good aspect. And also, the hunting dog allows me to see things a little bit further out. War dogs have pretty good vision, but I believe the hunting dog spots things a little bit from a little bit further distance. So I'll get that set up because I did want to put another hunting dog right in here, which I have this now set up. Whoops, not the animal training, the pen and pasture. We'll get that designated, and as soon as we're, oh yeah, when I took down that wall, it did make a spot in the floor right there. I'll get this set up, put another shield block right there. Ooh, a weaponsmith. You can just hear their excitement. Hopefully this person, whoa, I do not want them to expel them. Let's keep track of them. Hopefully they can make a really cool weapon, because they usually go off of skills that they already have, so they'll make hopefully a really cool weapon because they're already a talented weaponsmith. Let's see. They've already got the stuff they need. It looks like it's going to be made out of iron. Let's see what other kind of things they grab. They might be grabbing some more iron bars. I don't know why that was up there. Oh, wait, sorry. Cloth, claystone. I think, yeah, they've begun their mysterious construction. Ooh. If we can get an artifact weapon, that'll be really cool. We'll let this play now. Damp. Oh, it's because it's under here, which is perfectly fine. If I dig this level right here, it's not going to cave down and this water pour into there, as long as I don't dig up from here. Designate that also. We got animals being trained. Weather is cleared. I will say, hey, fisher dwarves, you're a legendary fisher dwarf. You can do that. You know, talented fishermen and talented fishermen only select to do this. Now these dwarves will start going out and fishing, which reminds me I need to create a couple workshops for them. I'll actually do it up here on the same level as where we have our tanner, our butcher, the leather works. I'll do it right above up here, and we'll dig that out. That'll be a nice little spot. Dwarves should come up here and start digging that. We'll get the fishery set up, and our dwarves, after they're done fishing, they should clean their fish, and there's actually a certain designation for that. But you know what? Wood fisher dwarves. Let's see. Cleaning fish. Let's make it so that you also clean your own fish too. Well, you know what? You can be a clean fish cleaner. Or I might undo that. I might just make him be purely the fish cleaner. And I'll add a new work detail for that. There we go, fish cleaner. And you're going to be doing all my fish cleaning and sure, my fish dissection. So you can do that, and you know what? You can do that too. And they should be doing all our fish cleaning for our fisher dwarves. Ooh, we got some turquoise up here. But under the fishing, we'll do fishing, and then it's workshops, farming, and the fishery. So this is, I believe, one of our very last workshops we can do. We got the vermin little workshop over here. I'm going to close this vermin's catcher. And right now we're good. We don't need that. But one of the things with the vermin catcher is, say we need cave spider silk. What we can do is we can get our dwarves down here in the very mines. Whoops. Go out and actually try to catch cave spiders. And those cave spiders that are caught, well, we can actually put them all in a room, release them from that room, and we will actually go and they'll create webs that we can go and grab. We just need to make sure cats don't really go in there. And there's a way to do that. We can make it so that cats, like, set up pens for cats, and usually people like to set up cat pens honestly near their food because that'll keep in like their food storage area, because creepy crawlies like to go near food. More animals being trained. Let's see, what is going on here? Maybe, oh, I know. Stoneworker. Let's see, let's unlink that. And let's also unlink that so our doors will go out and find that granite. Let's double check on this being put together. For the Mine of Earth is the name of this hall, it looks like, the guild hall. We've got plenty of value coming in right there, 700. What we can do is we can quickly just kind of put a pedestal in there, put a artifact on that, and yep, you can come and eradicate monsters here. I'm fine with that, and that'll just significantly boost the value of the room. Like this one added like 8,000, so more puppies being born. Ooh, and they did make a artifact weapon, Lurkteth Vakist, an iron warhammer, and she offers it to the civilizations. Good. Well, you know what? Let's see which dwarf over here want to go through. Let's name the objects. Badox. So you have your own weapon. Zolban. Let's see. I believe you might be a Warhammer dwarf. Details. Nope, you're spear dwarf. Short sword. Spear. I mean, I can click on them specifically. You should go and have that in your hand. Maybe Moldath? Iron Warhammer. You know what? Believe because you're one of our oldest hammer dwarves in our kingdom, we can do that. Whoops. I just want to check out this last person thing. Oh, Silver Warhammer. I'll leave that one with the Silver Warhammer. Moldath, you're getting the legendary Warhammer. Or let's see if our militia commander, Deller. We don't have any named objects. Oh, he did name his own weapon right here. That's fine with us. Moldok, you're getting a unique weapon. So under details, get rid of the iron warhammer, and we'll add a new weapon, specific weapon, and we want that legendary hammer right there, and they'll start using that. So our dwarf should go down, grab that. Let's update equipment. Select everyone. And oh yeah, I wanted to make sure I set up some more stuff to be crafted out of the steel. Steel, we do need more greaves. We'll do 5 of those. And that should be good. Let's see, I believe the first handful of ones are all metal armor. Some of them got different weapons, different armor already, that's fine. We need more flasks to be made so that these dwarves have that water pouch. We can see some of them already have that. Items, lead flask. As you can see, they have drinks in there. That's really good. And we'll let that play along. And I believe we might have some more lead. We can also use copper because that's going to be one that we always have stuff of. But copper we can use for armor. Lead we can't use for armor. And if we need to, we can quickly bust out a bunch of copper pieces of armor for our dwarves. Why am I blanking on what I was doing right here? Bars. Plenty of iron bars. Ooh, significant amount of that. 23 steel or 7 electrum. A decent amount of lead bars. So we'll actually queue up some more lead flasks to be made. Another 10 right there, and that should be fairly good. But we'll let this play along. That's really cool that we got a artifact weapon. Let's see if we can get this dog set up over here. Hunting dog, perfect. I want you right there. That way we can see any of those snatchers that possibly come into our area. That's already blocked off. I'll leave this stairway there. We have no reason really for it, but say later on if we want to put a wall around it like this, maybe put a wall around it, another floor on top, we have a space for our dwarves to come to people stand up on top of here. Maybe we can set up a tavern up here for just all visitors, designate it so that they will only stay in this kind of area up here, make rooms for them. That's fine because some of those visitors might decide to stay in our fortress. But for now, we should be good. Let's check in on, yes, this area right here. And that's going really well. You know what? Let's see, maybe it's not high priority enough for these dwarves. This guy's slowly but surely working on smoothing that out. That's really good. And for these first couple area spots right here, we'll engrave that. Hopefully our High Master Engraver will come over here and engrave. These guys have some skill, and they're getting better, but I want my engravers to be doing that. Let's see. You engraving? No. Why are you engraving, bud? Do I not have that selected to be only selected to do this? Yes, I do. But you're just... you're in that category, which I'm fine with. This person's working on engraving. They're a competent engraver. You're my legendary engraver, so hopefully that should start increasing the value of this room significantly. Yeah, 2,000. So we're almost at that guild hall level, and once they do a couple more engravings, a couple more smoothings, this should be getting to that guild hall level. You're here. You're leading engraving demonstrations. Good. Our dwarves will get better at learning how to engrave from our legendary engraver. So literally, they're engraving their own guild hall. And yeah, I believe once we're done smoothing out all this stuff, it should hopefully get that all good. And you know what? You can also be a stone cutter because I think that's your only thing. So in between engravings, you'll come and you'll do some stone carving. Oh, we got a very angry dwarf. I wonder if that's that kid. Oof. Relationships. Your father's militia captain. You got an aunt and uncle that are hammer lords. A couple of cousins. You know what? I can't expel them either, unfortunately. So we'll try what we can to make them happy. Recent thoughts, memories, good. You're getting better memories, but oof. You know what? I can make it so that you're not really doing anything. So I believe down here, standing orders, chores. That one dwarf that we're looking at, I believe, what she look like? Zahn. Labors, yeah, let's standing orders, chores, Zahn. You know what? You're exempt from this. That way, you're just going around and you can play. Oh, one thing I totally forgot. We need some toys. We need some toys for these children. Wow, that would hopefully definitely make them happier. Get them some toys to play with. We got that paper now set up, and we got this big room all set up here. We'll get this to be smoothed out. We want it smoothed out after this area over here, of course. So they'll smooth that out. But what we want to do in here is we want to set up a chest so that they'll actually bring those papers into here. So we'll do a limestone chest. You know, I'm gonna make it so that I only have unique stuff in here. I love this aspect of being able to designate what kind of things in here. Let's do rock chest. Oh, coffer. That is the name of it when you're making it out of rock. We'll do 10 of them. And let's see what kind of ones we'll do it out of granite also. We'll make a whole room out of granite. What we also will need in here is rock tables. Tables. It doesn't have to be rock. You can do it have whatever you want. Granite. Oops, that's not granite, that's graphite. Granite, and we'll do 16 of these. That way I got 4 in each of the little kind of zones, and we'll also need chairs for all those. So rock thrones when it's made out of rock, and we'll have that also made out of granite. This will be hopefully a pretty cool room in there. We'll do 16 for now. We might do more because maybe want chairs all the way around, but that should be good. We'll play right there. Hopefully we can get this child dwarf a little bit happier. We'll follow them and see what they're up to. You're going to drink now. That's fine. And hopefully now that they're undesignated to be doing anything, they'll be a little bit happier. And I'll probably move. It looks like they had to kind of walk a little ways with that mug. I might mine this out and put a little spot for them to store their mugs right there, just so they're closer to their drinks. This dwarf is just coming out now, and they'll be playing around, playing make believe, and hopefully with some toys they'll start obtaining that and having fun. All dwarves drink, so they do feel euphoric due to that. Our guild agreement with the Guild of Steel has now been satisfied. That's really good. Hopefully we can get this dwarf to be happier. Bring up that happiness. Ooh. Thieves. Good, we got this hunting dog. We're able to see them very early on. Let's see where they are. Under creatures, under other, we can see it. It'll say hostile. They should run away because these ones are just thieves. The child snatchers look like they want to actually come in, and they'll continue to come in. But there we go. More yaks being born, more cats and dogs being born. We're going to continue to build out this. Let's see if we've got enough for another row. We're getting so close to having that set up. I could set up another workshop to be making shale blocks, but I probably won't do that. What I will do is I'll do a work order. Rock blocks. That way I keep that one always producing, in this we'll do 50. Each time they do on the rock to a rock block, I believe it's either 2 or 4. I think it is 2. Well, we'll do, yep, shale. We got more than enough, and they'll get that all set up. We should hopefully have some bags to make some plaster. Kiln. Oh, no. That. What we will do is make plaster powder. I'll make that as a labor, so hopefully as soon as we get some bags, they'll do that. We probably will get a lot of notifications on this left side saying, hey, we don't have the stuff we need for this. We need bags for that. Well, we'll just do, yeah, we'll do 10 of those. Because we should be having bags. We only need 9 more. Not positive where they're putting that. Looks like, yep, they're putting the seeds in bags. Well, that is one of the things I want to make sure I do up here. More, oh, snatchers. Let's see where these ones are. These ones will continue into our fortress, but we should be fairly good because we have our military dwarves right there. I'll set up some traps around here because it looks like they're beelining it right past that. So we'll set up like, I don't know, 4 traps. Nice in a nice long row. You know what you guys can do? You guys can come over here and deal with these snatchers before any of our kids get taken, like this id one. Yes, run, run, run as fast as you can. There we go. That should be sufficient. That, yep, our dwarves are now leaving that. These guys are all captured. We'll get those ones hauled into what is going to be our storage, where we're going to have these. We're going to have these ones hauled in, stored here, and then eventually they'll be ending up in our arena. Let's check out the fight. Let's see what happened. Our hammer dwarf comes in and bashes the ratfolk thief in the left hand with his named weapon. That's his, I believe, yeah, hammer. So that's his hammer right there. The force pulls the left wrist, tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone, and the tearing apart the muscle and bruising the bone. Ligament has been torn. Whew. And yeah, that was a really quick fight, which is really good. Those guys are really simple to fight. They're not really trained at all. So that's fine. Our dwarves are coming back down, and I mean, some are getting sick as they're coming out here to grab this stuff. But once we set up some more cages, that should make it so that we don't have to deal with more fighting. Who are you fighting? Oh, you're vomiting. We might have to wait until they're further into the fortress before we truly fight them, because it looks like our swords dwarf is getting sick while they were out there. Yeah, they're just puking up a storm. That's unfortunate. Probably not good thoughts from that. Yeah, disgusted after being nauseated by the sun. But afraid after experiencing trauma. He didn't feel anything in conflict, which is good, but did feel uneasy after seeing a ratfolk body. Should be good. But it looks like we'll end the episode here. Next episode, we'll worry about getting this all set up over here, our library all set up, and hopefully we can get some people in here to start writing some books, some manuscripts, some other things. We'll hopefully make this single child dwarf happy. looks like that they're working on playing with that shell puzzle box, one of those things that we said we needed some toys, so that's good. And let's see, memories. They loved remember talking with their father. That's a good thing. Believe, yep, their father is here. He's a recruit currently, just one of our generic dwarves that come over here and do a little practicing every once in a blue moon. Believe they do. Yep, get interested after learning and striking. Hopefully, this also makes it so they're not so bored after leading an unexciting life. But in between episodes, I'll probably set up a couple more squads so our dwarves can have that little break in their time here, do a little training, get some happiness from there. You can see all our unmet needs over here. They need more excitement. They need to make merry, admire art, be with family, be with friends. They need to do some praying. What we can do is we can actually also work on setting up what I did say this would be our tavern. Originally, I decided against that. Made this so this is going to be a whole. Was it? This is what I'll do. I'll decide that this will be a nice big one right there. I can make this bigger, and that should be another guild hall right there. But we'll set up a tavern because that is a spot where we can allow them to make merry, be happy doing that, and we'll continue through. It looks like we got all this engraved out. So our dining hall should be like a legendary dining hall or an amazing one. See what kind of thoughts they have, maybe memories. Oh, this is a newer one. Yep, in a legendary dining hall. That'll hopefully keep bringing happiness to our doors. So, like I said, I got some stuff to do in between episodes, but y'all don't need to see that. It's just kind of boring, and I won't hit play. I'll just kind of designate stuff and get stuff all ready. But thank you for joining me. If you guys got any questions about this game, please leave a comment, and I'll hopefully answer it next episode. Well, I will if you guys leave a comment. But if I have another episode out before then, well, I'll get it on that next one. But thank you for joining me. This has been some Dwarf Fortress. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.